I think every homeowner should own a reciprocating saw. They're incredibly useful for all kinds of projects around the house. Today I'm using this BLACK+DECKER 20V brushless reciprocating saw because I've got a tree root down here that needs to disappear, and it is, like it often is, the best tool for the job. This uses BLACK+DECKER's 20-volt Power Connect battery system. It'll work with any of the other BLACK+DECKER tools that use that same system. However, a lot of people assume because Stanley Black & Decker owns BLACK+DECKER and DeWalt also uses a 20-volt system, that they're going to be interchangeable, and they're not. They're two different battery systems. So if you already own one or the other and you're going to want to swap the batteries between tools, you might want to stick with whatever you already own. And as handy as these are for trimming tree roots, I've gotten a lot more use out of reciprocating saws on remodeling projects around the house. In fact, this fence right behind me, every single post I used a reciprocating saw to trim the tops of them off after we were done putting the pickets up. I've used it in all kinds of remodel projects. I've used it to cut PVC, nails, bolts, metal conduit, you name it. It's one of those tools that you don't need every day, but when you do need it, there's really nothing else that works quite the same way. Another question people always have about these is battery life, and the kit says that you can get about 33 cuts per charge, but that is going to depend heavily on what you're cutting. Obviously, a soft piece of wood or plastic PVC is going to be a lot less stressful on a battery than, say, a thick piece of metal or a really hard piece of wood. But for most homeowner projects, I don't see battery life as being a major issue with this. This comes with a 2.5 amp hour battery. You can buy larger batteries with more capacity if you want. As far as durability goes, this has a brushless motor and a metal gear case. Now, is it built to the same level and standard as that fancy job site saw that we all know about? Honestly, I don't know, but I do know that it's built by the same company that makes the one that we're also used to seeing on job sites. Bottom line is, if you're already invested in the BLACK+DECKER 20-volt platform, then this is an easy tool to add to your collection. And if you've never owned a reciprocating saw before, hopefully this video gave you some idea of how handy they can be around your house. If you want to check pricing on this one, I'll link it below in the description as well as in the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.